Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I, better courtyard. Enchanted. You know what? I do need to do that, so give me a sec. Did make some equipment, and I never did get an enchanted. Travel. Okay. And my phone isn't telling me I've gone live. I need to tinker around with some enchantments.
Where did you learn to hammer?
Be nice.
This is where a smith should be.
Let's see. Cleansing room versus corrupted versus living versus demons versus dragons. We'll just do versus living. Scissors are pretty pointless. Oh, it doesn't have anything. Wait, that gets a grip and a staff blade? Interesting. Didn't know. Alright, we'll give you one for corrupted. We'll get another one for him. Let's see. We'll do that for her. Then I need to go down here. We'll do that. Imbued crest. Staff blade. That's the staff blade. We need the grip. It's a tier 2. Here's the tier 3. There we go. Oh. Hey yo. I forgot to get my chat up. Sorry about that. Hi all. And my chat's now up. I usually have it up before then. The Brutal Dark. And then this one is Cleansing. And for her Saber, Brutal Superb, Imbued Crest, and Superb. Confirm. And if you're wondering why I don't use the sigils, because sigils fucking blow. They really do. Okay. Storm Coast. Gotta go to Storm Coast. Got it. I really hate the hissing wastes, though. They're a pain in the ass. Anyone here who's ever done the hissing wastes knows exactly what I mean, because they're unruly large. It is literally the largest map in the game.
Did you need something?
Is there anything?
I'd gotten used to... Vivienne's views on Templars are surprisingly traditional. Another
I guess I could go talk with Cole. I have to leave and come back before I can do anything with him up there. The main issue is the reason...
Inquisitor.
Half of the things for talking to people I can't do because, like, Sarah and Cullen that initiate cutscenes when you're in certain areas don't happen until they're in certain areas.
She knows they're going to kill her. Can only save what's important. Precious space to remember her smile.
So Cole, someone found...
They were safer there.
Safer than on someone's belt, where they could draw them in the heat of an argument.
They would have been sad later.
Someone...
Mice.
Do mice also...
That was for the cats.
So the cheese lures the mice.
Mint makes the cats dance and play. It's good to spend time with you.
I like Cole. Cole's interesting. I can jump from the tallest of buildings and survive. Don't know why the cat one's not working though. There's a watchtower down there. Look at all the new places. Dark spawn. So there's one there, one there. Alright. Let's go, people. Sorry, Sarah. I don't really like actually having you in my party. That's my party setup. Now to give people actual gear. Well, somewhat gear. Gotta sell a bunch, use a bunch. I like Blackwall. Blackwall's useful. I also have to go get some stuff. How the hell do I already have one of those, though? Sorry, thinking to myself, confused how I got one. It's bothering me. Alright, I made myself a new sword, some new armor. I've named it Talan and Fornak. I'm going to make a different helm once I get the proper materials. Actually, it's the same helm. I just want it named to be something. Talan and Fornak. I like naming my things. They make me happy. Oh yeah, I need to actually make you armor. I never did. Eeps. need to make you a new sword too. I have a few more things to do. Made myself some new weapons.
Supplies here.
One by one they follow me, laughing, drowning in the sea. The rest of the poem is sad.
But the start was so cheery.
Any, yeah, it's chromatic. It's one of the swords from the DLCs. Since I've redone the DLCs, and if you use the golden nugget, a new save, you get all the stuff that has saved up to that point. So I have a lot of really good crap, and since I didn't want to farm certain things.
The one with the extra armor must lead the pack.
Killing them gets...
moved on from this place. We'll have to deal with the darkspawn ourselves.
Oh. Okay. Get weirded out by a few things, but okay. Yeah, I like it too. It's supposedly the best sword in the game, so... I'm testing it out. Let's see. I think it's where they get their... Does she have Night Enchanter now? Yes, she does. Oh yeah, I love Night Enchanter. Spirit Blade is good. Get Combat Fade Cloak. Resurgence is great. Yeah. Sorry, she's Beast. I don't have anything yet. I'm probably gonna have to go redo a bunch of my skills. Cole. I haven't even done anything with you yet, Cole. But Twin Fangs, Flank Attack, Dance of Death. And now to get you Assassin. Do like Cole. I do like the fact that it actually lights up the place a little bit. Makes it easier to see. I have to get myself some cloth and shit at some point to do a few things. I don't like the exact look of this. I need the darkness here. There are Herlocks over here. Okay. Once I get Reaver, I'll start destroying everything. Blackwall, sight lightly approves. So, killing Herlocks improves. He's one of the easier people to get whatever.
Some supplies here.
Yeah, there's nothing in the chest, you dumb fucks. There are some supplies here. Open this non-existent chest. Alright. I know, I also feel like this is really slow for a horse. I have to go make some coal armor and a weapon. I forgot to do that last time. Ah, it's my fault. And yes, I'm overpowered. I know. Tends to happen on third playthrough.
That's the end of that.
That's right, that's the end of that. I need to get some better rings. I should go check the Black Emporium now that I'm actually here. I don't mean here, I meant... whatever. I can explain it later. Simpler that way. Okay, so the simplest method is go here. Do that one, take my horse, run up there. Do need to find... Why do these hack? Look at this. Look, they're floating. How the fuck? I want to know why they can float. Give me your floaty powers. Actually, there's a mod that you can make yourself fly. You hit double jump. And if you think I'm kidding, I'm not.
That's the end of that.
I have to tint a bunch of armors, actually. Blackwall, I will tint your armor. Don't worry. I'll make your armor look better than that. Why is there a random Hurlock here? Oh no! I will kill you. I will destroy you. What level am I at? 13. Okay. Yes, you can't swim. I know it's weird. In a game that has a lot of freedom, you can't still swim. Although it does make sense considering the fact that I'm in armor. When you're wearing heavy armor, you actually sank, which is why the reason why most people didn't do shit like that. And when you watch which is one of the reasons why I actually appreciated the scene in what's it called? The first Pirates of the Caribbean movie when Jack Sparrow took off all of the shit that he was wearing that would have weighed him down. Because he would have sank and wouldn't have been able to swim back up. A lot of the times in movies, they show people jumping into water with certain things. And it wouldn't work. How is this working? Someone explain this to me. I actually kind of want to know. Anyone else saw that? The blade was over here, yet my hilt was... Yeah. See, look. I already own that. More quarries. Ow. Just stabbed myself with a light. Sadly, this isn't my favorite blade. My favorite one is the clasping maw. Looks so evil. No. I'm heartbroken. Of course I'm alright. Damn Templars. I need dark salmon. I have to get him. Here? Are they coming after me or not? No. Okay. Ah, that's Enter the Deep Roads. I could do that, but I'm not going to. One of the expansions. I have to go back to Skyhold. I was going to say Haven, but that's not where you go. I have to head there. Ooh. Because I need to talk with Cullen. Cullen should move, and so should have Sarah. So I should be able to talk with those two. That's good. Should talk with Blackwall too.
Your worship.
That got a little heated. Are you all right?
Well, that depends. How angry is Cassandra? I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
You could have told us about Corypheus sooner.
I found...
I'll go redo that. Whoa. That was weird. Definitely weird.
I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
I bet Cassandra regrets how things went back there. You should talk to her.
I appreciate that you're trying to keep the peace, but things between me and the Seeker are... I keep hoping... Maybe it's all some bullshit from... I know I need to do better. Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
You said he was a Darkspawn, or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. They were Carta at first, which is making me nervous. You think he's got another clan in his pocket we don't know about? We tracked the Carta to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it, don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carta to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to
You
me
would have just
worry.
kept sending
Just let me
shit.
know when you want something shot.
Wouldn't have mattered. You would have just kept sending things over.
I've got a minute if you need something.
Guess I can go talk to everyone quickly. Jesus, Solus.
How can I help? Goodbye.
More than likely, the Black City is the city of the gods. If it's just the city that Solus's people.
I can't know if this is some Venatori connivance.
Do you need something, my dear?
Go talk to Liliana. I am missing one thing from there. That sounds good. It's after I turn on my research.
I'm listening.
Later. The fact that you can't take fall damage is good.
Your worship.
Makes it so much more fun to jump off cliffs and go, I'm not doing this. Later.
Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
What is it?
I must explain something first about the Montillier's fortunes.
I remember you said your family had been forbidden from trading in Orlais.
It's devastated our finances. The Montillier's have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
I had no idea your family's situation was so precarious.
Hardly anyone outside the family does. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to stave off interest. It's just... it is infuriating to see my family still reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. That cannot be my legacy to them.
Most people worry about their next meal, never mind an estate.
I'm not blind, but I worry for my family. My foolish sister Yvette with her daydreams. My brothers trying to rebuild our fleet with their own hands. Is it wrong to hope they never know hardship?
Is there anything I can do?
I'd almost solved our problems. For a while. I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montillier's as landed traders in Orlais. We could rebuild with that. But when I dispatched paperwork to Val Royeaux, I just learned my carriers were murdered. And the documents restoring my family's trading status destroyed.
Do you have any idea who murdered them?
Leliana made inquiries that bore success. Comte Boisvert, a nobleman in Valroyot, claims to know who killed my messengers. He has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
What will being seen with me gain the Comte?
The Comte will drop hints at parties he's to meet with an important visitor. Allies and rivals will take note. Once he's met you, there will be speculation. The Comte will subtly spin reports to his advantage. He will use us. But if he knows who killed my people, I ask that we indulge him.
If that's what it takes to get to the bottom of this, I'll meet this Comte with you.
Thank you, Inquisitor. It means... you are too kind. I must know who killed my couriers just to harm my family.
Don't worry, you'll be marrying the Inquisitor soon. Oh yeah, I needed to go make some armor. For Cole, had to make him one chest plate. Then I need to tint a few things. Yeah. Cole make breastplate.
Where'd you learn to hammer?
I don't have the proper one to give him, so that's that. The better the schematic, the more damage it does.
This is where a smith.
I need darkened samite. Lustrous cotton doesn't look too bad with it though. Tint. No, not Iron Ball, not Varric Nozzle, it's not Vivian. Actually, yeah, let's go to Vivian. Where the hell do you get darkened samite? What is it? Tier 2? Velvetine's a bit too dark. Lustrous cotton is what I need. Oh, wait. Blackwall. Should make him a different plate, shouldn't I? I will. Why not? I'll just make him better armor. Since he uses con more, we'll do that. And since you're doing plate mail of the Dragon Hunter, give you Snowflower Skin, the Ice Dragon Bone, Veil Quartz, Okay, got some gear for people. So that's fine. I'll go... Who do I need there? Let me look. Hinterlands. So I'll have to take Cassandra. Take Dorian. I'll do it like this. There you go. Yeah, he'll be fine. Pick him with for that. Where's the Venatori thing he wants to kill? 3 Venatori groups. Should be fine. But first, I'll head down here actually. Whee! Need more stone. There are mods that will let you buy it instead of having to go find it. But
I am at your service.
Skyhold neat?
Free the trade routes of obstruction. Restore security to the outpost. Certain...
Let's see, you got anything decent? Come on. I hate having to let this load. I'll go talk with Blackball and see if there's something.
I'm here. Barrick's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks.
Corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence...
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
If this is true, then all Wardens are in danger. Even you. We'd better find your brothers.
I agree. If Hawk's given you an idea where to start, we should get moving immediately.
No.
I'm being a Reaver. I like the Reavers. Reavers are interesting. They also are the best at dealing damage. So there is that. So, world map. First thing, Black Emporium. You have to head to Val Royale at some point. I'll take Dorian with me, even though I don't really like having him. Cassandra. And Cole. Having them in the party helps with a lot of things. Start there so I can do his. Where are the Venatori he wants me to kill?
Where's my back scratcher?
Let's see what you have for materials. If you have the cloth, I'd like it. Do you have darkened samite? You might actually. You have silk brocade. Right, velvet, rough hide, quillback. Lustrous cotton. Ever weave grip hide overnight. Oh, I'm always sad that he doesn't have any herbs. Any schematics you can sell me? Anything? Or do I already own all this? I might actually already own all this. I don't know. Anything new here for me? I might actually just buy him that. Oh wait, no I can't. That's just a regular axe. Just like that's a regular dagger. Go do one less Venatori with him. Get that done. Once that's done, I can talk to him and see if there's anything else. Take him to his father. Oh yeah, I can. That's how I can grind it up. I should go do that. Oh, fruits over there.
Dispatch.
Sorry about that. I can easily get those. I know where to get them. Just an idiot. Fine, I'll get you guys leveled a bit. There's a reason why I'm not using my skill points. If I use my skill points, things get a bit difficult.
There, one of the rogue Templars.
What rogue Templar?
Make it! It's over. Thank you for bringing us here.
Priest du Leon. I'll have to skip over each one of these Templars when she's not in the party. Got it. So there's one there. It's the last of the Venatori. After I take him to that, I guess I could pop that one up and see where it is. The last one. Don't know. It's in the Hissine Wastes, maybe? Could be Hissine Wastes. Sorry, there's just a shit ton in the Hissine Waste, which is why I'm debating if it's in the Hissine Wastes. Oh, he got his ass kicked.
Red Templars. Corypheus must have sent them here for some reason.
No shit. Need to grab a hell of a lot more fruit and shit. Killing Venator before he was torn. I'll have to see where that last one is, because I actually don't know.
I've news, sir.
I could avoid that until I get Kasam. And by the way, the hissing wastes do require you to, yeah. Greatly approves. The hell's that last one?
It's destroyed.
You should go to Denham.
This isn't going to go away if we don't talk about it, Mother. If I'm amazed,
Please say nothing. Let the dreams just be dreams. I love you no matter what, you know that. But it's not safe.
But it's not safe. So I don't have to have Dorian in my party for that. That's good. Need Blackwall in my party though for those. Could always.
Uh-oh, nobody's here. This doesn't bode well.
Dorian.
Father. So the whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
Then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvus couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father? Ambush? Kidnapping? Warm family reunion?
This is how it has always been.
You went through all of this to get Dorian here. Talk to him.
Yes, Father. Talk to me. Let me hear how mystified you are by my anger.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
I'll need you to explain that.
Did I stutter? Men and the company thereof as in sex. Surely you've heard of it.
This is not exactly news, Dorian.
And why should it be? Why should anyone care? I have no idea.
This display is uncalled for.
No, it is called for. You called for it by luring me here.
This is not what I wanted.
I'm never what you wanted, Father. Or had you forgotten?
That's a big concern in Tevinter, then?
Only if you're trying to live up to an impossible standard. Every Tevinter family is intermarrying to distill the perfect mage, perfect body, perfect mind, the perfect leader. It means every perceived flaw, every aberration is deviant and shameful. It must be hidden.
Your father might be here to reach out. You could give him a chance.
Let's just go.
Dorian, please. If you'll only listen to me.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words. But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the rest of his life? You tried to change me.
I only wanted what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you. Your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
Don't leave it like this, Dorian. You'll never forgive yourself.
Tell me why you came.
If I knew, I would drive you to the Inquisition.
You didn't. I joined the Inquisition because it's the right thing to do. Once, I had a father who would have known that.
Possibly true.
Once, I had a son who trusted me. A trust I betrayed. I only wanted to talk to him, to hear his voice again, to ask him to forgive me.
Come on, go. Yell if you need me.
He says we're alike. Too much pride. Once I would have been overjoyed to hear him say that. Now I'm not certain. I don't know if I can forgive him.
He tried to change you.
Out of desperation. I wouldn't put on a show, marry the girl, keep everything unsavory, private and locked away. Selfish, I suppose. Not to want to spend my entire life screaming on the inside. He was going to do a blood ritual. Alter my mind. Make me acceptable. I found out. I left.
Can blood magic actually do that?
Maybe. It could also have left me a drooling vegetable. It crushed me to think he found that absurd risk preferable to scandal. Part of me has always hoped he didn't really want to go through with it. If he had. I can't even imagine the person I would be now. I wouldn't like that, Dorian.
Are you all right?
No, not really. Thank you for bringing me out there. It wasn't what I expected, but it's something. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
I think you're very brave.
Brave?
It's not easy to abandon tradition and walk your own path.
At any rate, time to drink myself into a stupor. It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime, if you've a mind.
Could use more days like that.
I don't know what you think you're doing.
I'm being
The hell's going on here?
Oh,
What's going on here?
It seems the revered mother is concerned about my undue influence over you.
It is just concern. Your worship, you must know how this looks.
You might need to spell it out, my dear.
This man is of Tevinter. His presence at your side. The rumors alone.
What's wrong with him being from Tevinter, specifically?
I'm fully aware that not everyone from the Imperium is the same.
How kind of you to notice. Yet still you bow to the opinion of the masses.
The opinion of the masses is based on centuries of evidence. What would you have me tell them?
The truth?
The truth is I do not know you, and neither do they. Thus, these rumors will continue.
There's no cause for concern, Your Reverence.
With all due respect, you underestimate the effect this man has on the people's good opinion.
Do the people know how he's helped the Inquisition?
See, I meant no disrespect, Inquisitor. Only to ask after this man's intentions. If you feel he is without ulterior motive, then I humbly beg forgiveness of you both.
Put a twist on that.
That's something.
She didn't get to you, did she?
No. It takes more to get to me than thinly veiled accusations.
You don't think she'll do anything?
Do what? Yours is the good opinion I care about, not hers. I don't know if you're aware, but the assumption in some corners is that you and I are intimate.
You know how people are.
I didn't start those rules. Perhaps it's odd to say, but I have precious few.
Don't
speak. I detest confession. Allow me to say I'll stand beside you. I ran into Fiona. Seems you have Alexius serving the mages. There's some justice in that after what he did to them. Maybe one day he'll realize it. Fancy meeting you here. Natural.
That means I've gotten him high enough.
I heard of your servitude is kinder a punishment than I would. He may wish you'd done worse. My fellows have some interesting ideas on exactly what he can do as compensation.
Why do people always think like he has this super effect on me? It's not the effect.
How may I help you?
Whee. I am jumping off cliffs. Did Battle Royale, I can sell crap there. Alright, how's that? I have to speak to Cullen too. Got it. Iron Bull likes it.
You say you saw the champion?
Inquisitor, it was amazing. Sorry, slow down. Your quartermaster outfitted me, and I got trained to hunt the bandits near my home, in your name. I hired Voth here. Don't tell anyone, he's a mage. A good one, though. Thank you for trusting me, your worship. I'll pay you back, I swear.
Good work. Keep with the...
Yes. Won't we?
She would always like to say, why change the past when you can own this day? Today she will fight to keep her away.
They actually have really good songs in this game.
Strike like a dragon. Sarah was never
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
Alright, let's hear what you've got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Vershel. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up. So I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through?
Just walk through. Easy, right?
She's a rogue and a thief, and she'll tempt your fate.
Was this a tip from one of your friends?
Not a Jenny. Just normal angry people getting sick of being in the middle. I don't usually hear about things this far away. But having a friend like you is like getting really big ears. Bigger ears, I guess. Shut up.
She's funny.
I'm asking because I heard people complaining. See, when nobles fight, it's not them. It's their little people stuck in the middle. It's like a polite war, so no one pays attention. But if you march through, the people up top feel threatened too. Stuff like this is always happening. Good sovereigns to be made if you're one of the few who notice.
What does the...
Both get scared, both make deals. Worst case, you get a little bump among the people just because they see you active. Can't promise anything, but something will happen, just like always.
All right, Sarah.
It's fun, right? Not everything. Your wish is something, something.
Your wish is my command?
But you are so sharp and quick with a bow. Arrows strike like a dragon. Sarah was never quite the gentlest girl. Her eyes were sharp like a razor. But she knew that
you're doing good work, boss. I like how... Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
Can you tell me more about Saharan?
It was a damn ugly place. Only getting uglier when I left. Between the Fog Warriors, the Tal Rashath, my people, and the Vince. You were lucky to go a day without blood. What do you want to know?
What are things like for the natives of Saharan?
I remember one guy. He made these things, fish wrapped in thin bread. Nice guy. Talk to him every morning. So, one time I'm asking about his bad back, and I see he's nervous, trying to tell me something with his eyes. Next thing I know, his assistants draw knives and come at my team. The rebels had forced him to poison my food.
And then?
I'd seen how nervous he was, so I hadn't eaten anything. A couple of my guys weren't so lucky. We killed the rebels. I lost 2 men to the poison, another to knife wounds. My friend who made the fish wraps died with a knife in his throat. Close quarters fight. He was caught in the middle. That is what things are like for the natives of Saharan.
What were the Fog Warriors like?
They were the worst of the rebels. They trained for stealth attacks. They made this fog. I never saw any mages, so I figured it was alchemy, not magic. They were almost invisible in it. I'd be on patrol in the market square. The fog would roll in, and before I knew it, half my squad dead without a sound.
That's impressive.
It almost sounds like you admire them.
They didn't use poison. They didn't hurt civilians, and they were damn good fighters. You have to respect that. Plus, they hit the Vince as hard as they hit us. Hearing some terrified Magister scream, "My slaves! Where are my slaves?" in the fog always put a smile on my face.
I like that.
Tell me about the Tal Rashath.
When Canary can't handle the fighting in Saharan or lose faith in the Qun, they go rogue. They flee into the wilderness and turn into bandits, attacking everyone. They're vicious, savage. You look at them and you can see why my people needed the Qun to stay civilized.
Isn't that what you did, though?
Hey, when I burned out, I didn't go rogue. I reported in and went where the Ben Hasrath sent me. I'm doing my job, serving the Qun out here. I'm not some bandit. I am nothing like them.
Tell me about the Tevinter people you fought.
The Vince sent forces to Saharan every autumn. Guess they didn't like the summer heat. We had some good fights on the beaches, standing in knee-high water foaming red with blood, ships on fire around us. The cities were worse. Free bit of advice. Don't let the Inquisition forces get suckered into urban combat.
Why do you hate Tevinter forces so much? What makes them so bad?
Because they don't care
It's
about
not
people.
their armies. It's their spies. They bloodied Saharan year-round, killing loyalists, supporting rebels. Alam had no city administrator. Nobody would accept the position. The last 4 who held it died inside a year. Trying to conquer a country is one thing. Making it so nobody can live there, that just screws everyone.
See you later, Bo.
Nice. How you doing?
You said we should go get some drinks and meet your company?
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun.
Damn straight. Get me away from that damn song.
Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship. I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
Do you prefer Creme or Cremisius?
Crem's faster. The chief's nicknames usually end up sticking.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Did you always know?
Yes. It's not the most fortunate thing to know about yourself growing up in Tevinter, one rung above slavery.
In Kunadar, creme would be an Akunathlak. That's what we call someone born one gender but living like another.
And Kunari don't treat those Akun people any differently than a real man.
They are real men, just like you are.
Maybe your people aren't so bad after all.
Don't get your hopes up, Creme. We still come down hard on the back talk. Anyway, here's the rest of the chargers, or what's left of the rest. A lot of them went looking for stronger drinks. We've got Rocky and Skinner there, and over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
So how'd you join the Chargers?
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new swords on the elves in her alienage.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or anything.
Grim, is it?
Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country, or a chieftain. Something like that.
Lost king of a small country or something.
Were you born on the surface, or are you from Orzammar?
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap. Also, I accidentally blew up a bit of the shape rate.
Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fortifications faster than a golem.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari black powder. I've almost got it.
Yeah, you really don't.
I take it you're the company healer.
Yes, first time I ever picked up a sword was when the Blight hit Ferelden. Never put it back down.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest fight. It tastes terrible, though.
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
I love that. That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it. It's supposed to be applied to the wounds.
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in a clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage. That'd make me an apostate.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing crystal at the tip.
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
Got a good company, Bull.
Ah, we do all right.
Man can beat the Chargers, cause we'll hit you where it hurts. Unless you know what's happened with loose cards and looser skirts. For every every bloody battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, our horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team. Man, those serving girls are frisky.
I'd like to hear more about the...
Always happy to... What do you want to know?
I'd like to know more about Krem.
He's a good soldier, and a better second in command. The troops need someone to complain to when I'm being a hard-ass. He's good for that.
You don't have a problem with him being from Tevinter?
Nah.
But you hate the Vints.
Sure, but he's not a Vint. He's just Krem. I can get worked up about a group or a nation just fine, but people... It's too much work to hate them one by one.
See, he actually has a good point there.
A woman?
He's not a woman. Look, I've got horns, you only come up to my knee, and you can't dream. We're probably not the best people to go around deciding what's normal. Krem's a good man. I don't give a nug's ass that it's a little harder for him to piss standing up.
How did you start the group?
It's easy to make a name for yourself as a merc when you're a head taller than most folks. I spent a year or two working for Fisher's Bleeders, but their captain was crap. Figured I could do better. The best folks in the Bleeders agreed with me, so we split off.
I imagine Fisher disagreed.
He came at me. I snapped his sword in half, and we talked things out over drinks.
You have people from plenty of different backgrounds in your group.
Yes, well, when you're in Orlais and you look like me, you can't be picky about who you take in. A lot of them got turned away from other companies that didn't want a knife here, or a crazy dwarf. Their loss. You get my back in a fight and carry your own weight, you're good with me.
What are the craziest jobs you've ever taken?
Besides this one, there's a lot of violence between the nobles here, but that's standard work. The fun stuff is when they party. They always want to impress each other, and that means getting something shiny. We've hunted wyverns, fought through caves to find some old magical crap. Even went giant baiting once.
What's giant baiting?
So this old guy, Comte Van Chess, has some kind of a pageant planned. But he needs a giant, which is off in some damn cave. He's got some kind of rare charm to control the giant, but no way he's going into that cave himself. So we go in, kill some spiders, find the giant, and wake it up. It attacks us because, of course, it does. And we let the big bastard chase us outside where Van Chess is waiting.
That was actually your plan? To let a giant chase you?
Yeah, we had to stay out of reach, but close enough that it wouldn't give up. It was tricky. Good news is the giants are slow. Long as my guys ahead could clear out the spiders, we were fine. Bad news is the giant spiderwebs slow you down a bit more than you think.
But at least Comte Van Chess got his giant for the pageant.
Turned out that charm was a phony. Giant ate the poor guy alive. It's okay, though. We still got paid.
See you later, Bull.
Way of the Reaver. I'll have to go there and do that for him.
Thank you. Sir Lordy Bloomers.
I'll be back if I need.
Go on.
So, Lordy Bloomers.
Well, let me know.
Here and at your service. Hi, I'm Sir Lordy Bloomers of the Bloomers Company.
We'll make good use of it.
It wasn't from a flower. He rode it in the snow.
So, Cole, I'll talk to you later.
There has to be one more thing for that cat. Just haven't gotten to the area where it is. We should repair this tower. This would actually be a good living quarters for Commander. Or someone. Even this would be decent living quarters. Make this a guard tower. Cullen, guard tower. Wouldn't be bad.
Inquisitor, I've found where the Red Templars come from. They're in Fall Redoubt. The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
The Red Templars swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
I like finding the Red Templars' vulnerabilities before fighting them head-on.
We'll need every advantage against what courses through their veins. Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded.
There's obvious reasons why he's, yeah, I'll have to head back and talk to him. Okay, I'll climb down. By climb, I mean jump.
As leader of the Inquisition, you... There's something I must tell you.
Whatever it is, I'm willing to listen.
Right. Thank you. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
Why are you doing this?
After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
Thank you for telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment. Inquisitor?
You and the Red Templars' leader seem to...
When I arrived in Kirkwall, Samson and I shared quarters. He seemed a decent man at first. Knight Commander Meredith later expelled Samson for erratic behavior. He ended up begging on Kirkwall streets. He committed further crimes, but managed to evade the Order's justice. Now Samson serves Corypheus as his loyal general.
Why do you think Samson joined Corypheus?
He had a chronic lyrium addiction. He spent every last coin buying it from local smugglers. Perhaps Corypheus flattered his vanity, gave him purpose as well as lyrium. Perhaps that's all it took.
It sounds like Samson had a miserable life.
The Order expelled him, but he had choices. He could have found another path. I don't understand how he became so powerful. Even with red lyrium, Samson's glory days are long behind him.
Yes?
Thank you for Haven. Less so for Redcliffe, but I am committed to serve your worship.
It was an archdemon, they say.
It wasn't. Deceived me.
Actually, it very well could have been an archdemon.
Inquisitor.
Actually, we really don't even know what archdemons are. Where they come from, why they come from.
Good book?
Ah! I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, are you blushing?
What would I have to blush about?
You tell me.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain. It's a book.
I can see that.
One of Varric's tales. Swords and Shields. The latest chapter.
So you like to read? What's wrong with that?
It's frivolous. There are more important things for me to do.
That's just her favorite.
Nobody asked you, Tevinter.
I couldn't finish the last one you lent me. I actually feel dumber for having tried.
It's literature. Smutty literature. Whatever you do, don't tell Varric.
Why not? I think Varric would be pleased to have another fan.
Pleased? Yes, that's one word for it. They're terrible. And magnificent. And this one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is working on the next. He must be. You could ask him to finish. Pretend you don't.
Sorry, this is one of my favorite scenes. This will be good.
What can I do for you, Inquisitor?
Cassandra is waiting for the next issue of Swords and Shields.
I must have heard that wrong. It sounded like you just said that Cassandra read my books.
What's so surprising about that?
Well, you have met Cassandra, haven't you? Wait, did you say the romance serial? Oh, she'll be waiting for a while then. I haven't finished it and wasn't planning to. That book is easily the worst I've ever written. The last issue barely sold enough to pay for the ink.
I was hoping to give it to Cassandra as a gift.
Oh, come on, that's just cruel. Even the Seeker doesn't deserve that. So, you want me to finish writing the latest issue of my worst serial for Cassandra? Oh, that's such a terrible idea. I have to do it. On one condition. I get to be there when you give her the book.
You've got a deal.
I'll get to work then. You know, the fact that the book is terrible just makes it more worthwhile somehow.
He won't do it unless. This is one of the funnier scenes.
What have you done now?
I get it, Seeker. You're still sore after our spat.
I'm not a child, Varric. Do not suggest I'm without reason.
A peace offering. The next chapter of Swords and Shields. I hear you're a fan.
This is your doing.
I was hoping you'd be happy about it.
Well, if you're not interested, you're not interested. Still needs editing anyhow.
Wait!
You're probably wondering what happens to the Knight Captain after the last chapter.
Nothing should happen to her. She was falsely accused.
Well, it turns out the guardsmen...
Don't tell me!
This is the part where you thank the Inquisitor. I don't normally give sneak peeks, after all.
Thank you.
Varric's the one you should be thanking.
I am but a humble servant to my loyal readers.
I wonder if I have time to read the first part.
Don't forget to tell all your friends, if you have any.
Varric.
Completely worth it.
No, Varric's just gonna continue writing that series to see her face.
I trust all is well.
So, that book you were reading.
Yes, what of it?
So under that taciturn shell beats a true romantic heart.
Why must it be an accusation? Romance is not the sole province of dithering ladies in frilly dresses. It is passion. It is being swept away by the pursuit of an ideal. What is not to like about that?
Oh, I quite agree with you.
Then why are you laughing at me?
I wasn't.
I will never hear the end of this, will I?
No. It's just because it's how you are.
I have some more questions.
As you wish.
Tell me about your brother.
Anthony was older than I, a dragon hunter, who showed what a Pentagast could truly be. I idolized him. I wanted to hunt dragons as he did, even though our uncle forbade it. Anthony promised to train me in secret. We would hunt together one day, brother and sister, vanquishing the beasts of old. And then he died on me.
That sounds really awful.
It was the end of everything I knew. A group of apostates wanted dragon blood, and wanted Anthony to get it for them. He refused, and they killed him for it. In front of me. I begged the Chantry to let me become a Templar. Instead, they sent me to the Seekers. It took many years to let go of my drive for vengeance.
I think I understand how you felt.
At times I could not breathe. The rage nearly choked me. I sometimes wonder how different my life would be if Anthony was still alive. Would I be a dragon hunter? Married to some noble fool, a mother of 3? I cannot say. I take solace in believing the Maker has a plan, but he is not always kind.
I'll let you get back.
Inquisitor.
Okay, then. What else was I going to go do? Something else. Can't do anything for the quartermaster right now, even though I need to. So that's in the Emerald Graves. Got it.
Haven was a cock-up, Herald, Inquisitor. But you did right by me.
The reason why I save everyone is because everyone deserved to.
Committed bachelor, I hear. Shame.
Away with words, too. Shame. Let's see, with him there. Come on, it's over here.
I have something for you, Commander. The soldiers the Herald rescued from the Fallermire arrived an hour ago.
Thank the Maker. We need good news. To work?
Let's see what we have. Let us begin. My scouts report no signs of danger in the pass nearby.
I will arrange patrols to ensure it stays that way.
Sorry, I'm just farming a little bit of rash vine. I need plenty. Legion Throne Accessory 2. That's our boost blessing, I don't need that.
Let's see what we have.
Embrium I need tons of Embrium. That's back in the other areas. That should be enough of that. I think it's in Hinterlands, isn't it?
Let's see what we have.
And need crap tons of elf root, so I'm farming it. I think Find the Warden will be my first one of those after I'm done with the other areas. And what's here?
Inquisitor.
Blood Lotus and Dawn Lotus. That's nice.
Any story?
Actually, I'd go Segret. Actually, I do want you. He goes, what? Except there's a difference.
Inquisitor?
We'll talk.
You were in Kirkwall when the champion was there.
I visited the Sabrin clan. They'd lost their hammer. There was talk of an exchange.
That's elven stuff.
I hear Vashel was good pay for you, Inquisitor. Time to go see if my friends came through too. Got a location for a stash. Hopefully something nice for my trouble. Well, your trouble. Just let me know when you're ready to head out. Be sure to bring your empty pockets.
Who's putting up the reward for this?
Don't know. Sometimes it's pass the hat. Sometimes it's I lifted this from Master's vault. Doesn't matter, does it? Job done. Time to get what we're owed.
I'm ready if you are.
Always, yeah. My favorite part, this. Let's go see what friends can get us.
Next time I fight a dragon, I should go do that. When does that open? Forget. Might need to look that up. Trying to remember when the Storm Coast chunk opens.
Wait, this is weird.
What?
I was expecting a village or something. The people that leave me stuff don't trek out to places like this. Give me a city and I'll give you a tour, but surprise, surprise, I don't know stupid woods or ruins. What's that?
Don't hurt me. Harmond made me do it.
Quiet yourself. We're here to help.
Help? Had enough help. I complain about a fight and suddenly I'm an agent or something.
You were the one with the rumor out of Vashel. My friend.
You're her. You're the one he's waiting for. It's her. She's here. Red Jenny.
Hold on. I was not aware the Inquisitor was personally involved. This is a tragic misunderstanding. Let's all sheathe our swords, you walk out, and we'll conduct this like business.
Don't believe this piss bag. He started it.
There. That wasn't so hard, was it? We identified the confusion, and we worked past it. I'm Lord Pelharmond. I do hope, Inquisitor, that you continue to respond to reason. After all, your choice of company is hardly virtuous.
Freaking user you are. Another noble prick.
We're the same, you and I. Well, that is overstating it. You are nothing like me. But we both need people.
This ambush was your doing. Or am I remembering that wrong?
Granted, it wasn't a direct attack, but the first move was hers, and apparently yours. Honestly, previous to this very moment, I thought you'd also been tricked by these Red Jennies. Despite your foreign nature, as Inquisitor, you are a social peer. I attacked them on behalf of us both.
Arse biscuit.
Quiet. Inquisitor, Herald, if you are willing to recognize an opportunity, we could be exceptional partners.
Let me think. For Geo March. The Versio March. Yo. You wish.
A partnership gets me your enemies. I need the territory.
What are you doing? He's half the mess in Vashel.
And now his job is recruiting the other. Consider your lands and title requisitioned. You opened the bargaining. Think of your immediate options.
Surprising. Disappointing, but also welcome over the alternative.
Won't be hearing from you again.
Be sure to return the favor.
I made him serve me. I'm gonna stick my boot up his ass. I mean, what? Damn asshole. Hate people like that.
There's you. How was that Harmond mess, hey? I should be angry you let him live. But his kind really hate a leash. I mean, he deserved worse for turning it all bad. But we made out just fine. Good one, you.
Risky, but keep it within the Inquisition and I'll support you.
Even though this puckered around us?
Even so.
Well, good then. Right, what do you mean? Because I am really not used to that acceptance thing you're doing right there.
Should I say that? Should I? Should I say I want us to be friends? I already know what her response is going to be.
I don't want this to get in the way of you staying. I like having you here.
Oh, no, we have too much in common, yeah? Because we both like women? So, right. Not letting you take back the staying part, though. You're on my good side. We'll see if it lasts.
You can't. Sadly.
Sir Lordy Bloomers.
Is your network of contacts still active after what happened?
After Lord Arsehole in Vashel? Of course. He may have killed
No,
people,
she's a
that just means
lesbian.
more who hate him. You should be one of them. But maybe not. So watch out for that.
We annoyed some nobles. Does that really help all that much?
We'd have helped more if you hadn't been so chummy. I don't get what's so hard to understand. Your stuff works the same. You're inquisitive. Punch a bully, people like you. Do it because they asked, or let them think they asked. They like... It's inspiring, even if it sometimes goes tits up and they take a hit back. You know, like Haven.
I get it, kind of. We just don't think of what you do as that kind of inspiration.
Well, we should take a good hard look at where our people come from. All the same people. At least my baddies are understandable. No kicking in the sky there. It's all good. Sir Lordy Bloomers.
Sir Lordy Bloomers.
I'll be back if I need.
Go on.
What, her ass? If you're a female character, you can romance her. I did on my female character.
Defiant of the vile. Uncertain force of the whole.
Work out there, boss. Those blighted nugs won't infect anything now. Shade, thanks for joining in on that escort for Lady Montilier.
Whatever.
She's great, right? Training hard, Inquisitor. You have the best people, and we're gonna help.
I'll ask around again tomorrow. Let me know if you find one.
Very well.
Creme de la creme. Sorry. I would get way too well along with Bull. Me and Bull kind of have the same thought patterns when it comes to a bunch of shit. We're both headstrong and think. We actually use our brains, which is...
Worship.
And yet you say you always want. And yet you always say something to me. Look at my magnificent beard.
He spent his life in the circle.
Magnificent.
A tailored coat from Valroyo. It's good to see you.
What do the people make of us?
There's scarcely a noble house that hasn't openly pledged its support to us.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
You may see the Countess Lutetia in the halls. A lovely woman, but her conversations tend towards the unusual. She's the patron of Orlay's greatest naturalists. The Countess's particular passion is collecting butterflies.
That doesn't sound unusual.
She goes into great detail about preserving them. It seems to involve large amounts of chemicals and pins.
That's a bit more awkward. He's a dwarf. No. What, you like big guys?
The order was sent?
This morning. Inquisitor.
You do realize I'm 6 feet tall with a beard. Okay, outfitting the crew, let's see. I'm 6 feet tall with a beard. I look like a Viking. Rawr. Iron Bull has something for me? Iron Bull is something, I better go do it.
Come on, Krim. I'm working my ass off trying to get you to see that move.
You still got plenty of arse left, Chief. Your worship.
Glad you came by. I got a letter from my contacts in the Ben Hasrath. Already verified it with Red. You want to discuss this alone? Not like I was hiding it from my boys. Besides, right now, I need to hit something.
You know they've got training dummies, Chief.
The training dummy might actually defend itself against the shield bash. Anyway, the Ben Hasrath letter. What did the letter say? The Ben Hasrath have been reading my reports. They don't like Corypheus or his Venatori. And they really don't like Red Lyrium. They're ready to work with us. With you, boss. The Qunari and the Inquisition joining forces.
That would be an unprecedented offer, if I believed it was legitimate, which I don't.
Now, ordinarily that would be the way to go, but they've identified themselves. They're not running a game on you. They found a massive red lyrium shipping operation out on the coast.
They wanted us to hit it together. Talked about bringing in one of their dreadnoughts. Always wanted to see one of those big warships in action.
Did you see that? Go get some water. They're worried about tipping the smugglers, so no army. My chargers, you, maybe some backup.
What does this alliance really get us?
They wouldn't use the word alliance if they didn't mean it. Naval power. More Ben Hasrath reports. Qunari soldiers pointed at the Venatori. It could do a lot of good.
You don't seem entirely happy about this.
No, I'm good. It's... I'm used to them being over there. It's been a while.
I thought Qunari wanted to extend their reach to the whole world.
Yeah. Just didn't think I'd see it. Look, the Qun answers a lot of questions. It's a good life for a lot of people. But it's a big change, and a lot of folks here wouldn't do so well under that kind of life. I guess it's not like we're converting. This is just us joining forces against Corypheus. On that front, I think we're good.
I think the Inquisition could use some help from the Qunari.
Good. I'll pass on word to Cullen and Red. We can set up the meeting whenever you're ready.
Ha, you've never seen what I look like. Wahahaha. I guess I should go do that, because I have to head there anyways.
From Haven's fire come we, the able troop, to Skyhold now.
Can you believe this armor? It must have cost 2 houses.
It's all right. Kind of heavy.
Looks good on you. You too, Voth. I can't wait for the next job.
Inquisitor, this gear is the best. I never thought... Well, will be worth it, I swear.
Sorry, I have to do a lot of running in and out, in and out, in and out right now. It's kind of boring. I know it's boring. Really know. And don't worry, I'm hitting on Miss Montilier over here. Oh yeah, Miss Montilier. Test of metal in the crew. Let's see. This one. Crew of ambassadors. So I have to go Liliana.
Inquisitor.
This I hate having to do, but it's something you need to do. It gets you shit. Wonder when Morgan's gonna show up. Ugh. Ugh. Oh. I'll have to take Iron Bull with me. Could take Varrock if I'm going through that.
I know. Then you were off the walls. Voth hit him with fire and I got him around the side.
You were very dashing. Cleaved him good.
Couldn't let him get near you. Either of you.
We're a team. Better, we're an adventuring company. Oh shit, we're a company! Inquisitor, you should have seen it. Darkspawn. We put your flag in the center of their bloody lair and held it.
Isn't he good? He's very good.
We are better than good. We'll prove we're an adventuring company of the Inquisition. Your company, Inquisitor. I said I'd pay you back, and I will.
I really like the songs in this game. They're actually really well done. Especially the bard songs. They did a fantastic job making them. We could do that in a few minutes.
The Darkspawn have been driven back on the Storm Coast.
Let us pray they do not return.
Don't like the hissing wastes.
Inquisitor.
Ooh, Andalaria. And Deathroot. Both are good. Grab a little bit more. What? Alright, we got some more. Where's that? I do need to do that at some point. You capture a keep. I really do.
From Haven's fire come we, the able true, to scup.
See? What did I tell you?
I hope to serve the cause.
Oh well, guess I can go do... Guess I'll actually go to here and do Demands of the Qun. Just near that encampment, which I can travel to, because I own them. Could have brought Varric, but I don't really like Varric. No, it doesn't. Doesn't have to be done.
All right. Our Kunari contact should be here to meet us.
He is. Good to see you again, Hisrad.
Gat! Last I heard, you were still in Saharan.
They finally decided I'd calmed down enough to go back into the world.
Boss, this is Gat. We work together in Saharan.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Inquisitor. Hisrad's reports say you're doing good work.
Iron Bull's name is Hisrad?
Under the Qun, we use titles, not names.
My title was Hisrad, because I was assigned to secret work. You can translate it as Keeper of Illusions, or...
Liar. It means liar.
Well, you don't have to say it like that.
I look forward to working together.
Hopefully this will help both our peoples. Tevinter is dangerous enough without the influence of this Venatori cult. If this new form of lyrium helps them seize power in Tevinter, the war with Kunandar could get worse.
With this stuff, the Vince could make their slaves into an army of magical freaks. We could lose Saharan, and see a giant Tevinter army come marching back down here.
The Ben Hasrath agree. That's why we're here. Our dreadnought is safely out of view, and out of range of any Venatori mages on shore. We'll need to eliminate the Venatori, then signal the dreadnought so it can come in and take out the smuggler ship.
What do you think, Bull?
Don't know. I've never liked covering a dreadnought run. Too many ways for crap to go wrong. If our scouts underestimate enemy numbers, we're dead. If we can't lock down the Venatori mages, the ship is dead. It's risky.
Riskier than letting Red Lyrium into Minrathos?
There might be Venatori mages on the ship as well, if the Dreadnought can't handle them.
It's unlikely there'll be more than 2 or 3 mages on the ship, and they'll be dead by the 3rd shot. On land, though, a half-dozen Venatori attacking the Dreadnought from cover could do some serious damage.
If it's dangerous for the Dreadnought close to shore, why not attack when the smugglers reach open water?
Any decent smuggling ship can outrun a Dreadnought on open water. We need to catch them close to shore.
I could have crushed any Venatori resistance with the Inquisition's main forces. Why not use them?
Because then the Venatori would have seen you coming and run. They'd schedule a new shipment for later, and our spies might not know when or where. This is risky, yes, but it's our best chance to destroy the shipping operation permanently.
Let's go hold up our end of the bargain, then.
My agent suggested 2 possible locations the Venatori may be camped, and there. We'll need to split up and hit both at once.
I'll come with you, boss. Krim can lead the charges. Let me fill him in. Come by when you're ready.
I'm not letting the Chargers die.
Just waiting on you and Hisrad. Iron Bull, I guess. I'll be waiting here. Let me know when you're ready.
Do you have a minute to talk about the Qun?
I'm a spy, Inquisitor, not a teacher. I'm not interested in converting anyone or debating the philosophy. But I suppose it would make for an interesting report to hear the
Why am I
opinion
weak?
of the Qun.
To be honest, I don't really understand enough of the Qun to judge it.
I think you have to be raised under the Qun for it ever to make sense. The people who join as adults...
The reason why I'm not killing the Chargers is because if you kill the Chargers in the future, you have to kill Bull.
I like the simplicity.
Not gonna do that.
And knowing that it's the right place. Other parts I've struggled with myself.
Meh. Ah. Then you're a fool. You're a fool.
It sounds like following the Qun hasn't always been easy.
I had a temper. Bull's nickname for me, Gat, comes from Gatlock, the explosive power in Canary cannons. I was so angry when I was first freed. I wanted revenge. I wanted to find my family who was still enslaved in Minrathos. I thought about leaving when the Qun didn't tell me what I wanted to hear, but I didn't.
Why not?
The Canary were always ready to listen.
Do you know the proper way to do it? You do it strategically. You get them to believe in you and sacrifice their lives for you.
Parts of the Kyun that I don't like are never going to change.
You knew Iron Bull back when he fought in Saharan?
Yes, he led the group that freed me. I was a Magister's slave, and when the Magister went to Saharan, he brought me along. For company. Iron Bull and his men attacked my master's ship and killed him, as well as his soldiers. Bull set me free.
And you decided to start following the Kyun after that?
What do you think? I just watched a giant horned warrior kill the Magister who hurt me.
He never told me about this.
One of the few things he hasn't shared with you, I gather. Sure, Bull. Share the secret Ben Hasrath reports, but keep that bit where you save the elf boy to yourself.
Is Bull going to get in trouble for passing those reports on?
The Ben Hasrath aren't pleased with how forthcoming Bull has been, but he was one of their best agents. He kept the streets clean in Saharan longer than anyone before him or after. He fought until it nearly killed him. The Ben Hasrath trust him enough to accept how he joined the Inquisition, even if they don't like it.
You get people to love you, admire you, and die for you. That's how you properly do it.
That's why I have a job.
It's cold, but it's calculated. Just by killing people randomly. If I'm gonna go do that, I'll do that in Skyrim. I'll just shoot people with arrows.
Usually pick elves or humans to work outside of Kunandar. We're a little harder to spot. I've worked in Orlais and Navarra, but only for a few years now.
What did you do before that?
When I was old enough, I fought Tevinter forces in Saharan. I was too angry to do much else. It took me a long time to accept the Kyun, to get past justice to purpose. Some days are still difficult.
You, Loghain. Loghain's an asshole.
No one's actually detailed how an alliance with the Qunari will help the Inquisition.
I killed Balin because he crossed me. I killed Loghain because he crossed me. You cross me, you die.
I don't know how. I doubt you want Qunari troops stomping around your stronghold, and you're too far away for supplies to be useful. You'd get more use out of our ships, I imagine, and the agents we've got spread across Thedas. We know a lot more than what Bull sees in those reports he's been forwarding to your spy master.
I'll let you know when we're ready.
I await your pleasure. I'll be waiting here.
Once they're down, send up your signal. That'll let the Dreadnought know it's safe to come in.
Understood, Chief.
Remember, you're gonna want a volley to start.
I get everyone to love me and be willing to sacrifice their life for me.
It's all right. We've got a mage
That's
of our
the whole
own.
point of it.
I'm not a mage.
Get in close and take their enchanter down before he takes over the battlefield.
He'll be dead before he knows it.
Just pay attention, all right? The Vince want this red lyrium shipment bad.
Yes, I know. Thanks, Mother.
Qunari don't have mothers, remember?
We'll be fine, Chief.
All right, Chargers. Horns up!
Horns up!
Ready whenever you are, boss.
I'm ready to head out, Bull.
Right. Chargers, hit 'em hard and hit 'em fast. When this is over, drinks are on me.
You got it, Chief. Charges, double time. Let's move!
You gave your charges the easier target.
You think?
Lower and farther from the The ship, it's much less likely to be heavily defended.
Suppose we'll do the heavy lifting then. Just like old times.
Ugh. What you do is you get everyone to love you, kill the people who betray you, and show that you're a strong-willed person who everyone can love and admire.
My agent said to expect opposition ahead of the main camp.
We've all done this a few times, Gat.
You've been living outside the Kyun for years now, Iron Bull. Just wanted to make sure your reflexes hadn't gotten as soft as the rest of you.
Ouch.
Draw them out! Iron Bull's reports say you're a demon.
I'm trying not to be. Sometimes it's hard. I want to kill a lot of people, but I don't.
Because the Inquisitors bound you?
Because it's not right.
Bull, how can you work with a demon?
He's all right.
There's a huge difference between demon and spirits.
Get ready. We're close.
Time to save your people, Bull. Don't worry, I'll kill everyone pretty fast. You won't have to worry about their suffering. Lol. Did I crit that guy?
You know, Viv, you're not bad with that staff.
You will address me as Enchanter Vivienne, court mage to the Empire of Orlais, or Madame de Fer, not Viv.
Oh, right, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am works as well.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Let's see. Anything else over here? Yep, 2 things here. If I showed you the shit I used to do in games, you would be like, holy. No, there's a huge difference, and it's not that. The difference isn't are demonic and... No, spirits are just spirits. Demons are... Spirits are spirits. Demons are spirits. Spirits are spirits. The main difference between demon and spirits are what, in this game, is what emotions they cling to. So, the emotions that bring up the good in people are what is represented in what people call spirits in this game. The ones that are on the other end of it, like pride, desire, all that, are what they call demons. But they're all still just spirits.
We're clear, Gat.
Right. Signaling the Dreadnought.
Chargers already sent theirs up. See them down there?
I knew you gave them the easier job.
There's the Dreadnought. That brings back memories. Nice one. Crap.
They've still got time to fall back if you signal them now.
Yeah.
Your men need to hold that position, Bull.
They do that. They're dead.
And if they don't, the Venatori retake it and the Dreadnought is dead. You'd be throwing away an alliance between the Inquisition and the Canary. You'd be declaring yourself Talvashoth. With all you've given the Inquisition, half the Ben Hasra think you've betrayed us already. I stood up for you, Hisrad. I told them you would never become Talvashoth.
They're my men.
I know, but you need to do what's right, Hisrad. For this alliance, and for the Qun.
Call the retreat.
Don't!
They're falling back.
All these years, Hisrad, and you throw away all that you are. For what? For this? For them?
We can make this up to your people.
No.
No way they'll get out of range.
Bull, when the Dreadnought sinks...
Sinks? Qunari dreadnoughts don't sink. Come on.
I know, sometimes the nose choices are really weird in the games.
Hey, boss.
Inquisitor, it is my duty to inform you that there will be no alliance between our peoples. Nor will you be receiving any more Ben Hasrath reports from your Talvishoth ally.
You under orders to kill me, Gat?
No. The Ben Hasrath have already lost one good man. They'd rather not lose two.
So much for that.
The loss of the Ben Hasrath information will hurt. Can we smoke out some of your old contacts?
They'll pool their people soon enough, but we might be able to identify the agents who replaced them. You're late.
Sorry, Chief. Still sore from fighting off all those vents. Good to see you, Inquisitor.
How did the Chargers come out of the fight?
Just fine. Thanks to you and the Chief, we had plenty of time to fall back. Chief's even breaking open a cask of chasing sack mead for the Chargers tonight.
Damn it, Krem. That's the kind of thing you don't have to mention to the Inquisitor.
Sorry, Chief.
Ah, forget it. You're doing fine.
I don't care about the Qun. I don't like the Qun. The Qun is basically...
Hey, you need me?
See you later.
Nice talk.
Shame the alliance with the Chief's people didn't work out. He hasn't said anything, but he's feeling it.
Your son?
Yes, sir.
Inquisitor. I'm pleased to hear it. Something on?
Maker, I hope it's not me.
Apparently not. There's a lot of little glitches like that that make the game really funny. But I don't care if the alliance doesn't exactly work out. Plenty of things that never work out. Well, this alliance would make us stronger, but then people would claim and overlay, oh, the Qun are blah 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 blah. And, yeah, but Grim knows how to kill, and they're currently under my employ. I don't let my employees die easily.
You read the report?
It was unusual. Is he always so blunt?
Yes.
Ooh, yeah. Now, we'll head all the way back here, because can't do anything with Coley. I need to head to Valray. I'll drag those two with me. I'll drag all of them with me, actually. I need to head to a different area after this. I need to get that.
Inquisitors. Anything we can do? Thank you.
What am I doing?
Oh, Pebbles. Who do I talk to? It's so high here. Oh, your worship. I'm with Sutherland. I'm Rat, his squire. Forgive me, I'm not used to being this high up. I was following, and they were taken. They said to come here with a map if there was trouble. That you would... They said you're a great man. A leader. Because...
There we go. Finally got this message. Don't make me show you proper things to eat. And rat meat's not that good for you, actually. The main reason is because rat meat actually can be fairly diseased. Fairly.
Have you heard anything? Not yet. I'll let you know as soon as I do. Inquisitor.
No. The reason why rat meat's dangerous isn't due to the fact that, oh my, it's just dangerous. Basically, the easiest way to put it is it's dangerous due to the fact that rats carry a lot of diseases. The diseases are actually what can cause you harm because of it's running through the blood. Well, it also depends if the rat's healthy and blah blah blah. Any diseased animal, the reason why rats are bit tougher though is because they're always diseased. There's always a lot of diseases they can carry. They have a high risk because that's just how their species has survived as carriers. But there's always dangers when eating meat, so it doesn't really matter. I have to take a bull when I come here next time to kill the Venatori. Oh, the dragon.
Inquisitor! I told you! I told you! Who is anything hero? You're fighting a legend! That's the Inquisitor!
Damn straight.
I knew you'd come. Rat's a good runner. We saved a caravan but lost the fight. Saw your flag and were hoping we were good for a ransom. Once they learned we were nobody, we were as good as dead.
No.
But here you are.
I'm just saying you have to be careful with the types of meat you eat. That's all I'm saying. For the most part, most meat you eat will be safe. If you're doing any of the cleaning yourself, you have to be very careful though. All I'm specifying.
Of course I'm here. You are an adventuring company of the Inquisition.
You hear that? Did everyone hear that?
We heard it, you fool.
Inquisitor, We'll return to the hold, and we'll be back out in no time. Thank you.
I'll see if that's actually opened up yet. Personally, I think it's going vegan is a choice, but I don't think it's a good one. Well, yes, you can get a lot of the other stuff, but you still have to take supplements due to the fact of there's going to be a lack of certain things you get from meat. Our bodies were made to be omnivores. We're supposed to eat as much as we can. That's how our bodies survive. By trying to change that, you're making stuff a little weird. Stupid headset. Need to. Give me a sec. Man, I didn't get as much accomplished today as I had hoped. Yeah, I'll end it I'll end it after I see if this is after I go think around with Josephine. That'll be the end. Then tomorrow I'll actually start in on actually doing other stuff. No, I'm not getting slower. Just damn. A lot on my mind. I have a lot to do. I mean a lot. Wait, I'm lagging? Won't matter. This will be done soon.
What is a seeker of truth exactly?
A sort of Templar.
Those who oppose thee shall know the wrath of heaven.
You're rather insolent for a servant, aren't you?
You're a mage, not my patron. I've no reason to be polite to you.
Your patron is my patron, and you have to.
Got anything? Got anything? Slave, talk to her.
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte Boisvert's invited us to his mansion, not far from here. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Lead the way.
The Seeker of Truth is an order that is meant to find the truths that are passed down and to figure out what it is about. Basically, there's someone that's supposed to be for reason and understanding.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Boisvert.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
We appreciate your help, Comte.
The death of Lady Montily's servants must weigh heavily on you. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archive. Contract for life.
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montillier's trading exile in Orlais.
They're not just after your messengers, Josephine. They'll try for you, too.
I am afraid so, yes.
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
But the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Val Royaux. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be,
I turned
the House of
Michael
Repose is
into
merely fulfilling its contractual duty.
a spirit of compassion.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Orlesian businesses live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
She's quite right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary. By its standards.
I'll do what I can to stop these attacks, Josephine.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I think I may know how. The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Montilier. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt you.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Yeah, and that... Personally, turning him human just doesn't seem right.
Does Comte Boisvert actually exist?
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montilier's messengers was genuine. So was his information somehow. An end to be tied up later.
I'm guessing the actual Comte Boisvert met with a fatal accident.
Comte Boisvert slumbers in a nearby closet. Nothing more. The contract on Lady Montilier's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out the Du Paraquet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Why do you have to go?
Why warn us about your contract and let us go?
In Orlais, it is only decent to inform those involved in a contract when extraordinary circumstances conspire.
And the guild's reputation would suffer if you ignored the contract. I quite understand.
Thank you, my lady. May we conclude with my departure?
Go, then.
Good day, Your Worship. My lady, I pray we never meet again.
Pepe?
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these
Pepe Le Pew?
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer with the castle's walls around me.
Do you hear something?
Oh, goodness. Comte Boisvert, is that you? Oh, the lock's been broken off.
Pepe Le Pew.
We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely... A locksmith, then? As you wish.
Cole. Baby, love you. Baby, love you. What? It's more fun if I have someone to talk to. Otherwise, I'm basically playing a game and not talking. Because I have no one to chat with. I'm getting Josephine done. That should be that.
It's looking good. Not good enough, but good. Stop losing at least. You thought I did it. I admit.
I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
You couldn't have known it would lead to this House of Repose coming after you.
It still shouldn't have slipped past me. I've tracked down the last Du Paraquets. If they become gentry, they can annul the contract on my life. We'll require a noble from Val Royeaux to sponsor them, a judge to provide documents, a minister to ratify them.
It's so like you to take the longest course of action, even when your life is at stake.
I assume you already know everything about this mess.
There is a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on your life is in the
My
vault
throne
of
is
the
the
House of
skull
Repose.
of a dragon. How
If
is
my
that
agents
boring?
infiltrate it and destroy the original, the assassin will have no obligation to chase you.
Liliana, please. I want no more bloodshed over a personal affair.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather these favors in Val Royeaux?
Give me some time to think this over.
I'll post a watch on our ambassador in case the House of Repose visits.
I appreciate it, but I still believe elevating the Du Paraquets will solve this. First, we need to perform some favors in Val Royeaux. I'd be happy to discuss where we could begin. Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
How exactly does one turn farmers into members of the upper classes?
There are procedures for granting honored citizens of the Empire the title of Lord or Lady. Very long procedures. And so much paperwork. I've called in a substantial number of favors just to cut through half of it.
Just to cut through half of it.
Why did the Du Paraquets hate the Montiliers so much they set up a permanent assassination watch?
There's not much more beyond what I mentioned before. A Montilier and a Du Paraquet fell in love. A young couple, pledged elsewhere, attempted to elope. The whole thing ended so violently, it's a wonder any survived. It's fortunate the Du Paraquets' descendants hold no grudges.
What if the Du Paraquets refuse to aid you?
I've already contacted the Du Paraquets, Inquisitor. They're ready to help us. It will be a long road, but a lordship is a chance to restore a proud lineage to their heirs. Besides, I've promised them a heavy bag of coin once this is over.
There isn't any throne like that. Mine's a
Are you sure
dragon
the House
skull.
of
I sit in
Repose
the
will
fucking
forget
mouth
this
of a
assassin
dragon.
contract on a farmer's signature?
It's perfectly legal. In Val Royeaux's noble circles, a written word is a bond. Besides, the guild would never risk being so unspeakably crass.
These assassins are afraid of being seen as impolite.
Breaking one's public oath or bond implies a certain poverty in Orlais. A common merchant may lack the resources or manners to fulfill a debt, but among the guilds, it would be shameful.
Let's speak.
Goodbye.
Oh, I actually have to say, what's the next move? Whoops.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
You said I'd have to do some favors in Val.
The Countess Dion is our first step. Her lover, a mage from the White Spire, bring her news of him and she'll be very amenable to sponsoring the...
Don't believe you.
Let's see what we have.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor? We need a judge of the...
You can try. I have to head to Val Royale quickly. I won't take anyone because I won't need to. Then I'll speak with the lady.
Lost 3 shipments. It's still...
Personally, I like the dwarf banners because it looks like... I don't know. It just doesn't look boring to me.
Give it to him now.
Not yet. It's not enough.
You know it is. You're just chicken.
If I didn't love you...
Shut it, you fool.
Inquisitor, we have something for you. We've been saving and, well, this is yours.
It's payback for all you invested, plus extra.
We just wanted to say thanks. We never would have been anything without you.
Pay it forward, Sutherland. Find someone like you and give them a chance.
I will. I swear I will.
Don't cry again, fool. Inquisitor...
If that's your will, your worship. Reporting, Inquisitor.
I'm running drills for drinking and paid better.
Need to go to Val Royale. Where do I have to go? Right there. Travel. You don't even know how good I am at solitaire. It's quite simple. My best time in any solitaire game was 24 seconds.
Disaster. What it is, and you know it.
Theirs were not the only houses affected.
So the mages are back in line?
Yes.
Templars are past rabbits.
How odd that more men show up at the manor to speak with you.
Inquisitor.
I
What an
apologize,
unexpected pleasure.
I'd never met those men
You
before.
must have had a long
what did
journey
they
to
need?
the city.
Nothing
Might there be any news from this house?
They asked about ruins, something I found when I was a
Here's a
child.
letter from Ellerly. He's safe with his family in the Dales.
Oh, my Ellerly. Oh, bless you. The Dions will sponsor the Duparakets as a family deserving of a noble title, Inquisitor. You have my word. Now please, forgive my hastiness, but I must read Ellerly's words. Make her keep you.
I understand. Still have to go to the deep roads at some point. Do that after one of the other areas. Once she's done, That'll be good. "20 seconds? Doubt that.
Inquisitor.
Plus, playing on a calculator would almost make it impossible.
Inquisitor!
What happened here?
The House of Repose decided to pay a visit. The guards arrived in time, but I should have guessed the assassins would infiltrate the servants.
Are you sure they didn't hurt you?
They only frightened me. It was all so sudden. Leliana assigned people to shadow me. They appear to have saved my life. I owe you everything, Sergeant.
Only my duty, Ambassador. I'll talk with the spy master about these murderous louts. She'll find how they got in.
I don't even play Neopets, so...
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
What's the next favor we need to get these Du Paraquets a lordship?
We must persuade Minister Belize to ratify the papers. She's in charge of these matters of rank. The minister will be at a small fete thrown by the Marquis Wiscott. I'll get you an invitation.
We throw them into a river, so they're never found. No, it's not. Neopets is just old news. I played it when I was a kid, hence old news. No, I stopped playing because I got bored with the game. Wasn't fun for me anymore. Usually what happens when I stop playing any game, I got bored.
Thank you for seeing me in private, Minister Belize.
I chastise you for taking me from the party, Inquisitor, but the Marquis throws such dull affairs. It's hardly worth it. I assume you wish to discuss your petition to elevate these Du Paraquets to a minor lordship. Tell me, why should I allow you to pollute the Orlesian nobility any further than it's already been muddled?
The Du Paraquets used to be noble. You'd be restoring an old House of Orlais.
Restoring it far too late. What are the Du Paraquets now? Traders? Farmers? Really, it is too much. The very thought causes me pain. What can you possibly provide that will make your petition worth my effort?
Ugh.
I don't think we'll be missed from the party for a while.
Are you quite serious?
For the pleasure of your company, Minister. Absolutely.
Lock the door. And fetch me some pillows.
Hey, I'm gonna end with Josephine anyways. You do realize on my other save, I had a mod that allowed me to hook up with more than one person. So I was going at 3 different women, including Cassandra, because the mod also allowed that.
I must return to Valrayo to see that everything is in order. Please join me when you...
So much running around before I can call it a night. Well, it allows you to... It's only for the people in your party, so... Yeah. It makes it so they have no issue with any of the things. So... Yeah. It's an actual mod out there. Interesting one. I had relations with Cassandra, Sarah, Josephine... That was it. Since you can't do anything with Vivian.
If you empty out the coffers of the nobility, what do you think will happen?
You can do what you want in your saves, but
I received a letter from the House of Repose, Your Worship. They acknowledge their contract is null and void. There is no longer a price on my life.
I'm glad you don't have to live your life looking over your shoulder anymore.
I regret we were forced to deal with
maybe I do that all the time.
But you were endangered by
know.
my part in the game. Did I ever mention I used to be a bard?
You were a singer.
Bards entertain the Orlesian court. They sing, play music, make charming conversation, and spy. Many young nobles put on a mask and practice playing the game in such a fashion.
What made you interested in becoming a bard?
I was attending a university in Valroyo when I learned about bards. There was such an air of romance about them. Stories of secrets, trysts, and fascinating people. A group of us, young gentry from Antiva, decided this exciting life was for us.
You seem a bit steady for such an outgoing lifestyle.
The life of an entertainer didn't suit me at all. During one particular intrigue, I encountered a bard sent to kill my patron. We fought. Or perhaps scrapped is the better word. Both of us terrified. We were at the top of a steep flight of stairs. The other bard drew a knife, and I pushed him away from me. You can imagine the result.
You were only defending yourself.
But it was such a waste, Inquisitor. When I took off his mask, I knew him. We'd attended parties together. If I'd stopped to reason, if I'd used my voice instead of scuffling like a common thug, I'll always wonder who that young man would have grown into.
He seemed willing enough to murder you for the game.
Perhaps. I feel I'm the last to judge whether or not he would have actually used the blade. In all the commotion... forgive me, I don't believe I ever thanked you for helping me with this.
I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Such a gracious woman deserves nothing less.
Such talk. I'm quite overcome.
Should I stop?
Oh, no. I mean, yes. I meant... no, I don't... Well, if you meant to draw a blush to my cheeks, you've completely succeeded. Let's return to Skyhold before anyone notices.
Yeah. Alright, go back to Skyhold and talk with her. That should be the end of my stream. What? Relax? I can't be... I'm charming as fuck. Actually, weirdly enough, in real life, I always get told I flirt a lot. Yet, what people consider flirting and I consider flirting are two different things. What people consider me doing as flirting is when I'm being nice to people. What I consider flirting is something massively different. My definition of flirting involves romance. It's quite different.
Leliana wished to speak with you, Inquisitor. Yes?
What do the people make?
There's scarcely a noble house that hasn't openly... Goodbye.
Damn. Guess I'll go talk to Liliana before I forget for tomorrow. Weirdly enough, yes. There was a girl I knew online, and I was nice to her. After one point, she says, "You need to stop flirting with me." And I'm like, "Flirting with you? I'm not flirting with you." She goes, "What do you mean?" "I'm just being nice. You're my friend."
Inquisitor, may I have a word? I notice you've paid Lady Montelier quite a number of compliments.
Yes, I enjoy her company very much.
An entanglement with our ambassador seems most unwise. I asked Josephine to join the Inquisition because we needed a diplomat, not so she could be toyed with.
I enjoy being with Josephine. I'm not trying to break her heart.
Then I would be more cautious. Josephine's no stranger to courtly intrigue. But love, there she's an innocent. She has no idea you are truly attracted to her. If indeed you are.
What do you have against the idea of me being attracted to Josephine?
I have not known you long, Inquisitor. Neither has Josephine. Her heart is easily carried away. I want to be sure it's taken by someone who truly cares. So, if you feel anything towards Josephine, I want to know.
She's a good friend.
Yes, I'm very attracted to Josephine.
Is that so? Whatever is between you, I ask that you treat her with kindness. For her sake, as well as yours.
Whatever happens, I'm glad to see Josephine has a concerned friend here.
I have so few true friends these days. Those that are left I deeply cherish. I will not trouble you any further, but I do watch over my friends. Good day, your worship. At your service, my lord.
Wrong way. God, I'm hungry. Kind of, not really. Go check the table and I'll call out that. Should head to my... Yeah, I'll do it there. Summon the War Council, talk with Josephine. I'm trying to get this whole chunkish thing done.
Have you had any trouble with them?
Not at all. I will inform you if that changes.
Forgot to talk to Josephine.
Well, Liliana just gave me quite the speech.
What about?
About us.
Oh, she is impossible. Might we discuss this somewhere more private? Liliana said I was an innocent in love?
More or less.
Of all the... I'm quite capable of understanding our association. I've never thought your intentions were overly romantic, Inquisitor. I assure you.
Perhaps I should have composed a ballad then. Or sent roses.
What? You mean you do? We've only just... I didn't wish to presume you harbored any tender feelings for me.
I won't deny a certain captivation, Josephine.
But we haven't even known each other a few short months. How can you declare this liking for me after such a brief time together?
I don't know why I can't stop thinking about you, Josephine. I only know that I do.
I would not object to a closer relationship between us, my lord. If that sounds agreeable to you.
Nothing would make me happier.
Well, then.
The leg raise. Well, there's that. All right. Oh yeah, there's something above here, isn't there? Lol. Alright, I guess this is where I'll end my stream. Alright everyone, I'm going to have to end my stream tonight. Thank you all for coming, and I hope you had a wonderful time today. Later on.